Fury is the only champion this year without a shirt. We know how much you all love abs.
자, 이번에 2023 시즌 티저 영상이라고 해야 되나요? 이번에 신챔이라든지 신스킨이라든지 그런 거 이제 어떻게 할지 공개가 됐는데 영상이 한번 보죠. 굵직한 거만 일단 아리 비주얼 업데이트.
skins, new VFX, splashes, and all 9 tails have been updated and will be out for all of you in just a few weeks. We can't wait to see what you think of
아리
her
같은
new look.
경우에는 다다음 주에 본섭에 적용되는 걸로 알고 있습니다. 그리고 이제 스킨 테마.
There are a few champions who haven't gotten a new skin in a while, including Aurelion Sol, Ivern, Kled, and Callista. And I have some good news. They'll
이번에
all
또
be
내주나
receiving a new
보네요.
skin
근데
this
사실
year.
돈이 안 되는 스킨은 내기가 좀
Callista's
그래서.
skin is coming to
오,
us from
예쁜데?
a world of beauty and magic, nature and majesty. The Fairy Queen presides over the courts of the 4 seasons, and the Fae who reside there are empowered by the
파르마.
natural world and the magic within it.
요정
Not all within
약간
the Fae
나무정령
world is light
느낌
and
나기도
beauty.
하네요.
After we leave the Fae realms, we're returning to a fan favorite. It's a little bit more adorable than beautiful. The skin line that brought you Pugma, Corky Corgi,
약간 만우절.
and Yorick in a cat onesie is coming back. So open up some catnip.
뭐야? 자, 잠시 봅시다. 클레드가 만우절 컨셉으로 나오는구나. 오른쪽은 누구죠? 킨드레드인가? 아닌데? 뭔지 모르겠다. 왼쪽은 클레드가 맞는데 오른쪽은 뭔지 모르겠네.
Just off
그냥
your shoe
일러스트인가?
toys, because more champions are getting fluffy.
귀여운데?
These are just a few of the new things we have planned for season 2023. I'll hand it over to Riot Oberon,
이제
who
뭐
will share our
간단하게 랭크에
plans.
대해서. 랭크는 저번에 말했었죠. 6개월마다 초기화 된다고.
And the loadout recommender talk to you about today. Way to separate the single ranked splits will have a full ranked reset in between. Starting
보면은
this year,
2개의 랭크
two
이제
ranked splits will have a full
6개월마다가
ranked
아니지.
reset in between
1월에
with rewards to
시작하니까
match.
시즌 10일에
Here's the thing.
끝나고 뭐 한
A lot of players come back
6월이나
to league
7월에
at the
한번
start of the
초기화시키는
season,
거겠죠?
ready for their climb to their ranked goals. But when we look at the data, it doesn't actually take the whole season for players to hit their peak rank if they've been playing consistently every patch. If you don't take your foot off the gas after that, be a stress fest
뭐
of
아무튼
playing
이거
many of
이유를
them
뭐 대면서
don't have year long. It won't be as heavy a
이렇게
reset as the
시즌
one in
시작
January.
여름에 소프트 랭크 초기화 아마 뭐 챌린저 분들이 막 플레이에서 떨어지는 그런 건 아닌 것 같아요. 아마 다이아로 시작하거나 마스터로 다시 시작하는 거거나 막
So the
그런
game
것
won't
같죠.
change keeping you AFK for the first half of the year. Don't worry. We know this is a point we've seen a high rank reward suite. That means there will be 2 skins for rank this year.
그리고 랭크 스킨이 이제
We're
2개,
also adding
승리
in
스킨
some
2개.
extra rewards for your climb as you progress on your rank journey.
요거는 뭐
In
전에
addition,
영상도
every rank
올렸으니까
continuing.
일단
The
넘기고요.
number that's deliverable. Right, Lexical.
Hi everyone,
신챔.
Lexi Riot Lexical Gal, the product lead for champions here. I'm going to talk a bit about some of the new champions we
올해
have
출시
planned for this year.
예정이니까 일단은 다르킨
But
예정돼
before
있죠.
that, I want to touch on our plans for the
암살자.
year overall.
미드.
This season, we're focusing a bit more on smaller updates to the parts of the champion roster that has been left in the dust. We want to continue improving older champions' gameplay fantasies.
근데 오래된
So we'll be
챔피언이 워낙
doing more
많아가지고
mid-scope
이게 잘
updates
될지
throughout
모르겠네.
2023. And beyond gameplay changes, we'll also be polishing up some of the roster with much-needed VO updates for a few
오,
of our
니달리
older
버러스
champions,
업데이트.
like Nidalee and Varus, both of whom cross path with some of our upcoming champions.
니달리 바루스가? 솔은 뭐 어제도 올렸죠 영상? 리메이크
First
되는
up
거?
this year is Aurelion Sol's CGU. In the last LOL Please, we showed you some of the updated abilities that fans the flame of his dragon.
이거는 전에
fantasy.
올렸던 거고 지금
But
좀
we didn't go
달라졌어요
too
이펙트가.
deep into the parts of his kit that strengthen his star forging theme. Not only can Aurelion Sol forge stars like a nebula in deep space, but he can now drop them from the sky onto his foes in Summoner's Rift.
이게 제일 최신 영상인가 보다.
Ouch. As we mentioned before in the last video, his new passive causes all of his abilities to grow in size over the course of the game, including his new ultimate. I mean, what's more satisfying than dropping a massive star you forge in outer space on
E랑
someone's
R이랑
head?
Q를 쓴 거예요
We
방금.
can't wait to see what you all think of the new and improved Star Forger, and we hope a lot of you will find a new main with him. After Aurelion Sol, we'll be releasing some brand
솔
new
다음에 신규
champions.
챔피언.
One of our
솔이
goals for the
2월
past
달에
few years has
출시니까
been
신규
to make
챔피언이
sure
2월
we have a
중순쯤에
champion for
PB 서버에서
everyone to
공개가
enjoy.
되겠네요.
So So we try to have a diverse champion pool that's inclusive of all cultures, genders, and in-game skill levels for every role. And that brings us to our first new champion of the year.
밀리오.
I'm super excited for all of you to meet our
남성
male
강화용
enchanter from Michelle.
보조술사.
Displaying an incredible understanding of the fire axiom at a young age, Melio uses fire not to raise cities, but to soothe wounds.
불을 상처를 치유하는 데
Now he
사용한다.
travels to Ishalkan, carrying the hopes and dreams of his family on his
약간
back.
데미지
along with
주면
his trusty
힐하고
backpack.
그런 느낌인가? 그게
He's
히오스에
about to
있거든요.
face the biggest
그런 느낌일
challenge
수도
of his
있으려나?
young life, the Vidalian. His journey to Ishalkan will broaden his horizons and introduce him to new people and places, but it'll also bring him closer to Yuntao's darkest secrets. But no matter what challenges come, he'll always bounce back into action and be ready for his next adventure.
나피리.
After we're done with the adorable enchanter, we're moving on to something a bit
날카로우면
edgier.
암살자?
I know some of you love complex champions and novel-length skill descriptions. But others wants to focus on macro play and pounce into action with a straightforward
옛날
hit.
판테온이 그랬죠.
If that sounds
창을
like you,
던집니다.
good news. Neferi is the darkened for
이게
you.
암살자 미드
She's a
다르킨인가
melee
본데?
assassin made for those of us
이게
who
바로 나오는
want
게
to focus
아니구나.
on the hunt. After awakening from her slumber,
서포터
her
다음에
first
암살자네요,
objective
그러면?
is to track down her darkened brethren. Her newfound body, or bodies, seems like a cruel twist of fate at first, but they prove useful for locating her fellow Darken, and as a source of wisdom. After all, it's always better to hunt in a pack. I have some bad news though. Unfortunately, Neferi is the only champion this year without a shirt. We know how much you all love abs, so don't worry. We'll be looking for more opportunities next year.
그 상태잖아.
It's been a while since we spoke about everyone's favorite
스카너.
crystal
스카너
scorpion.
리메이크도 이제
The
하죠.
Skarner VGU team has started exploring ways to dial up his scorpion fantasy. At this phase, we're leaving no arthropod hiding stone unturned to find exciting themes, kits, and stories. We'll be releasing a dev blog later this year with more information on his progress. Looking further out,
좀 늦게
we
나오네.
also have a hangry jungler and an artistic mid laner who are looming in the distance. They're a bit too early to talk about at the moment, but look out for future teasers.
또 빨리 나왔으면
That's
좋겠다.
all from me today. I'll hand it back to Riot Brightmoon.
자, 이렇게
We
이제 시즌이 시작되고 그 다음에 뭐 이것저것 패치가 될 텐데 올해도 열심히 영상 플레이 영상 올려볼 테니까 많이 봐주시면 감사하겠습니다. 좋아요랑 구독하기도 많이 해주시면 너무너무 감사할 것 같습니다. 그럼 이번 영상 여기까지. 내일 수요일날 이제 아리나 아웃솔 리메이크 된 거 PB 서버에 올라오면 플레이 많이 하고 영상 올릴 테니까 자 구독하게 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 끝.